Welcome back to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Menti. There's a hidden gem of a science center on the central Jersey shore. It's family friendly and it very might well be haunted. We'll talk about that in a second. First, I'd like to introduce you to Mike Ruane, who is the chairman of the board of InfoAGE Science Center. And you're in Wall, New Jersey?
In Wall, New Jersey, Larry.
So it used to be a military base.
It was a military base. It was part of the Fort Monmouth military complex that was here in Monmouth County up until 1997. Camp Evans was part of the base realignment and closure that enabled Fort Monmouth to stay here for an additional 10 or 15 years. And part of the trade-off was they had to close Camp Evans and move all the facilities and all the people from Camp Evans, move it up onto the main post.
So Camp Evans closed, what, 1993 was that?
93 is when they was on the list. 97 is when the last military person left there.
And how did you move into the spot?
Well, we've been involved in it since '95. It was the dream of a gentleman by the name of Fred Carl, who wanted to create a science center based on, or an educational institution based on the work that was developed there over the past 100 years. And he worked with the Wall Township Reuse Authority in order to make this happen.
What are some of the highlights of the center?
Oh, good Lord! Now you're really talking some fantastic things. A little bit down the road from the center, and it's something that people have seen for past 70 years, is a big satellite dish. It's a 60-foot satellite dish. This dish is located on the spot where Project Diana, where the Army conducted Project Diana, right at the end of World War II. In February 1946, the U.S. Army shot a signal from Camp Evans. It bounced off the moon and came back, and it proved that communications could be conducted through outer space and they could return. Wow. And that was the beginning of, believe it or not, that was the beginning of NASA, because Project Diana, again, is a Greek goddess, so it just went from there. In the 50s, that's when they moved down to Cape Canaveral. In 1960, it was the Tyros satellite. And the Tyros was the first meteorological satellite. And that was developed, the software and the satellite was developed.
And all this is represented in the center?
It's all this representing that center.
And I may hate to cut you off, I'm just moving along because I want to get other things in because I know you want to talk. So people will just have to find out this other stuff on their own when they go there. But you have a special Halloween, it's almost like a haunted house, but it's a haunted base. It's a Halloween base.
Correct. It's known as Camp Evans Base of Terror.
And so it's just like a regular haunted house?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. It's almost a 3/4 of a mile walk. It takes about an hour to get through it. Some people make it through in 10 minutes on a steady, dead run.
Because they run through it?
They don't want anything to do with it. They just bail out as quickly as they can. It was something we started 10 years ago as a fundraiser to help us restore the installation and restore the buildings to what they used to be. We've been running it right now, like I said, for 10 years, and it's just grown exponentially over the past few years. Last year, we had almost 8,000 people attend. This year, we expect between 10 and 12,000.
And I was talking to you before we came out here. You said your place is haunted.
Yes, people say it is haunted. Some people believe it, and some people don't.
I thought you said there's pictures.
If you go on the web, Behind the Wall Paranormal, okay, you will see some things on there that were pictures that were taken at Camp Evans that can either lead you to believe, yes, it is haunted, or no, it's not haunted. It depends upon how much of a skeptic you are.
Who's haunting it?
We don't know. We think there's a little girl down in the basement of the main building, out in what we call our H buildings, which is like 100,000 square feet of building is basically where our pavilions are going to be. There's things that happen out there in the night and in the daytime, and it is just a little bit eerie.
So for people that want to come to the Science Center, or people want to come to the Halloween base, where do they get more information?
Where did they get more information?
Yeah, could they go online? Or?
Oh, yes. You just go InfoAGE.org, www.infoage.org, or CampEvansBaseOfTerror.org.
Wonderful. Perfect. Thank you so much,
Hey,
Mike.
Larry, appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Mike Ruane, who is the chairman of the board of InfoAGE Science Center in Wall, New Jersey, and you can go there at Halloween time and try to run through the haunted base. When we come back on Jersey Matters, we're talking about a small business that was forged out of love when we return.